Hello, and my name is Mike. Welcome to The Why. This is 45 minutes of yoga. We're going to do all things today, as always, so make sure that you've got supplies on hand. Block, blanket. Sometimes you like to have a strap, maybe for leg stretches, stuff like that. You can always pause and get things if you need it as well, okay? We're going to begin today lying on the back. Let's do a couple things here, but before we do, I want to just press our reset button, okay? Put your hands on your belly, lengthen your neck, and take a deeper inhale. And also follow that with a deeper exhale. Just start on a good note. And I always take this step instead of launching into, physical stuff immediately, because I want to make sure that, we're here, we're moving in the right direction, and we're here for the right reason, okay? So just kind of putting this breath into motion it's a commitment, to being right here in the space of the practice, really. Deeper in, deeper out. It feels good too if you can kind of give yourself the patience to feel yourself breathe deeply. A really nice way to start. Good. One more nice breath and then a nice deep exhale, maybe even sigh that out. We'll start with some simple warm-ups. Let's do a full body stretch, okay? Maybe you like to clasp hands overhead. Give me that full body. Flex the feet. Draw the belly down. Beautiful. Okay. And then bring your arms to your sides and relax your legs. Let's do that a few times with the breath. Inhale, stretch. And exhale, relax. And do that with your own cycle of breath. Inhale, stretch, nice long. Exhale, relax. Let's change that one notch. Inhale, do the same thing, but take your feet up to the sky. And then exhale, hug your knees in, maybe even your chin. Then do that 2 more times. Inhale, full kind of L-shape stretch, and then hug in. Last one. Okay, and then hold the hug for a sec. And when we bring our chin in, we're activating our neck some. And then I want to do some belly twists here. So lock your arms to the sides, one way or the other. Take an inhale and drop the legs one way while you look the other. Inhale up. Exhale, side. So when I do this in class, I notice that people aren't actually using the arms. We're noodly all over the place. Dig them in, and you feel how you can really use your obliques here with those arms stabilizing you. A lot more good work comes out of it. Nice. Good. And then we're gonna be going onto all fours, so maybe make a nice wheel here. Round. We want to round back, otherwise that's gonna be pretty icky feeling movement. Let's come on to our fronts. Use a little weight transfer there. And we'll do our cat stretches. Always nice. Today I'm gonna pull way forward and push way far back. Inhale, pull on the hands, surge the heart. Exhale and push, tuck in. We always start kind of small and then move to bigger. Preparing ourselves for the poses that we hold for longer. Okay. Let's go ahead, come forward for a moment. Just pause and give me a nice plank here. Tuck the belly button in. You want to feel like the hips are heavy, but then your abs are doing something to counter that heaviness, okay? Nice. From here, I want to do something that we're going to do in a little while. Take an inhale, and then exhale, touch your chin and chest. All right, and then here, find a little baby cobra. And when you do your baby cobra, really wrap those arms around. Use your arms as well as your back, okay? And then press back into this long kind of melting heart. Inhale, come forward to that plank. Exhale and touch chin and chest. And then on the floor, baby cobra. And you push back. Gotta use your core there too. Again, forward to plank. chin and chest. A little cobra, shoulders back, and then melting heart. And let's pause here for a sec. A little bit forward. You can see there's some air underneath me, right? Because I'm trying to warm up the shoulders. I like that more in the beginning rather than, this is a child's pose, very grounded. A little bit less, it's a stretch, but it's a little bit less. In the beginning for this kind of class, I'd rather start, activating my joints a little bit more. Draw your belly button up. Okay. And then let's go ahead. We're going to take this to down dog for a sec. Tuck the toes. Easy for you to say. Press into your hands. Lift your hips. And pedal your feet. Especially if those legs feel like inflexible. If they feel really tight, go one at a time. You'll feel it's a little easier to lengthen. Notice, where's the weight? Do you tend to put it all forward? Is it a little bit more balanced in between? Okay, and eventually those heels keep softening, and eventually maybe those thighs, keep pushing back, but don't worry about that if that's not where you are today. It is NBD. Just be strong, feel a stretch. Okay, good. Let's take a look up to the top of the mat and take a walk. See how, one of your tests of flexibility is to see, how close you can keep the hands to the floor, maybe in that forward fold, and then maybe just a sway here for a sec. That's also not a big deal. You don't have to worry about, how big your fold is. You can also have some knees bent. Let's be strong in the back and stand up. All right, and then find a Tadasana. I want to do just a few rounds. Remember what we did on the floor. Inhale, full body stretch. Exhale, relax, but you're still feeling really activated through the whole body. Really tall. Okay, exhale. Come on up. And then give me one more. Maybe even come up onto the toes. Why not? I'm gonna get those feet, ankles warmed up, and then let it all down. And we're gonna do I'm gonna stay facing this way. We're gonna do a chair twist. Inhale, come on up. Turn to the right as you sit. Okay. Inhale, sweep. Turn to the left, exhale, and sweep. Do that a couple more rounds. Add a twist. Sit, good, on up. We just got one more here. Good. And then from here, we're gonna warm up the backs of the legs again a little bit more. I'd like you to put your hands at your legs. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, hands go down the legs. Put your hands on your shins and inhale, come way out front. Be strong, okay? I'm not relying on the hands to hold me here. I've got back strength. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come up the legs again. Inhale, go right back down. Exhale. Push into halfway lift again. Forward fold. This time, give me 2 breaths here, okay? Maybe you go a little bit more. Hug the, elbows or something. Drop the head. And then stand back up, okay? Lift your heart. Exhale, back down again. Halfway lift, press out. And this time, I'd like to stay for at least 4 breaths. Okay, so I really want this to let go. Maybe you do even a little exploration. What if you bring your hand to your opposite foot towards that? You can feel a different stretch go up the side of the leg there. Okay. Not worrying about flexibility. It comes with time and practice. Let's go ahead and come back on up and then find your Tadasana. Okay, starting our salutes with a chair salute. Inhale here. Exhale and sweep the floor. Come low. And then find a chair pose. Exhale, freeze or deepen it. Inhale, stand up. And then to our Tadasana. Again, inhale. Exhale, sweep. Hold the chair, stay low, exhale. Inhale up. And Tadasana. We always get, if we do something once, we got to do it thrice. Come on down. All right. Chair, inhale. Exhale, sit. Inhale. Tadasana. Okay, so 3 rounds now, full sun salutation. Let's start just reaching up overhead. Be tall. Exhale, full forward fold. Come all the way down. Okay, inhale to halfway lift. And you're gonna exhale, come back to down dog. Come forward into a plank from the knees, and then exhale, touch your chin and chest. We did this earlier. Inhale, baby cobra or bigger cobra. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, look to your hands, prepare. Exhale, walk or float. Inhale, halfway lift. Forward fold, maybe deeper each time. Stand up, strong and long. Tadasana. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale, tall body. Exhale, down. Keep the breath flowing. Inhale, halfway lift. Step back to down dog. Forward to plank. You could be from the feet. Exhale, then touch knees, chin and chest, same time. Inhale, come through, cobra. Up dog if you love it. Exhale to down dog. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale and come up. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Rise. Tadasana mountain. One more time. Inhale. Now that the breathing rate is increased, we want to take advantage of it. Okay. Half lift to down dog. Keep your rhythm of breathing. Come forward to plank. Knees, chin, and chest. Come through. Exhale, down dog. On this down dog, let's pause for a sec. Get your bearings. After a lot of that work, it's nice to let things even out. Inhale, press the hands away. Exhale, heels get heavier. Good. So a little stopover. All right, we're feeling good and warmed up. Inhale, look to the top. Exhale, get up there. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Let's stand up again. Tadasana. All right. So today I actually want to begin in... I changed my mind. We're going to step our left foot back. Keep your right foot forward. We're going to do a triangle flow here. So inhale, reach far and find your triangle. And then I want to do this flow where we just inhale, look overhead, and exhale, that comes down. All right. Inhale up over. Exhale, bring it to the side. Few times, keep strong in your sides, obliques, yeah? Then, okay, if you can, if you've got the strength, you feel the difference. This versus this there's a little differential in the strength, all right? This in the bottom hand versus this is a huge difference, okay? Keep that rooted if needed, but be strong. Press into both feet, okay? You can see I have 2 triangles here. 1, 2. Beautiful. Ooh, lead up with strength. Keep your feet kind of 2-laned and sweep forward. I want to find a warrior 1. Let's set it. Send your knee towards your middle of your foot. A good, nice straight line there. Press. So in this pose, I am actively pressing into both feet. It kind of propels this swivel to find the magic middle, right? And then I deepen. But if I deepen and this back knee starts to suffer in a way that you know doesn't feel right, then you are either going to ease up or you're going to move it to some place where it works better, right? There's no Okay, it's not that there's no rules. It's just that there's a lot of flexibility. Okay. Good. Okay, so let's go ahead, come on up, and I want to turn to the side. What I always say is there are many right answers, but there are wrong answers too. Okay. Wide on out. I want to do a few rounds where we take a lunge here and twist to try to skim the floor. All right, sit back as you lunge. Warm these up another notch. Then I'm going to challenge you to change it. Okay, right here. Now, what if you do this, but don't bend your legs? So come on down. Woo! So it's very windmill-like. Maybe take that a little bit slower. All right. Then we're gonna hold for the right leg. So go ahead, twist, find a spot for your hand to land under your shoulder and shine up into a twist, or put your hand down on your low back. Now, if you get here and you don't love the straight legs, you can start rebending that right leg a little bit more. Draw the navel back. Deep breaths. Good, let's come back down in the center. Take just a moment here, maybe be a kind of tabletop-like. Give me a long back. Big inhale, and then exhale, just hang for a moment. Walk the hands back. Good. Let's start walking that up. Hands to thighs maybe. Okay, so the next, I'll just give you a warning. We're gonna give this leg a break. We're gonna pivot, come into using the left leg, and I'll just preview so you know what's ahead of you, you know what to save energy for. We're gonna go from crescent, okay, to an airplane or warrior 3, and then into half moon. So that said, I'm gonna prepare and put my block out there too, okay? We're gonna try to do it so that it won't destroy your ankle. Good lunge, good lunge. Feet in ski lanes, all right? You're gonna be standing on your left leg, okay? So get that first. Now start the journey of coming forward. Still using both legs. So a warrior 3 takes the arms out front, but that's a lot of extra weight. So you can stay airplane and creep up on it. Or you can also kind of just try all this stuff. Going back and forth is good practice. Right here, laser pointers for my warrior 3. And then if the torso goes down, the leg goes up. And it's a lot lighter to keep the hands back. Then from the top down, ooh, could you find the block? Half moon, lift the back leg. Okay, remember your option for this is 3-point stance. It looks like this. So what I just did probably takes some practice. Oh my goodness. But guess what the good news is about that? Let's go ahead and land this. Stand up. I have such good news for you. If that's not, something you feel ready for, you can favorite this class and come back to it and go through the journey, starting here, getting stronger, moving to something like this, then maybe getting so that you are, have enough coordination to move there. Yes, you can. All right. We are going to start with the left foot forward and step the right back to do it all again. Good. Inhale, exhale, all the way out. Set your triangle, and then we're going to breathe with it. Inhale here, exhale. Several times. Looking to the arm, looking to the foot. All right. And then you're gonna decide if you want that much work, more classic. Down here, as you get more flexible, it is okay to drop here too. Another thing you maybe can find a journey on. Okay. But reaching for this, there's nothing wrong with that, but here's what I want you to watch for if you're doing that. If going from here to here, watch my knee, means doing this, I want to keep triangle, okay? Also, if going from here lower means watch my back, means also no good. This has got to stay long on both sides. Are you sick of this pose? Okay, let's go ahead, come back on up. Give it a little drop. Feet are on 2 lanes. And warrior 1. Come on into it. Press opposing feet. Okay. Drop the hands if you need to. This is probably the biggest. Really low and really back bent. Okay? There's places in between. Okay, let's go ahead, take that up. Whoo, let that go. Turn to the side again. We want to do the other wide fold. So maybe we're already warmed up. So keeping maybe triangle legs, do it just a couple times. Again, big windmill. I'm trying to keep my back as long as I can. And then we're gonna go towards the left foot this time. Get the side you didn't do last time. And then it's a twist. That's too far to reach. You're just gonna stay more in the middle. Put your hand on a block. Rest your hand behind you. Good, let's come back down to the middle. Carefully walk back up. And I think, let's spend one moment here. Give me any bind that you're comfortable with, holding arms behind you or clasp. And I just want to do one held fold with a bind. Inhale, exhale, come part way and suss it out. Inhale again, exhale further if you want. Allow the weight to come forward, but the feet are firm. Good, come on up with the heart and let that go. Whew. I always feel a big rush there. We're gonna turn. Okay, so remember this trio of balances. Well, it's lunge to airplane to half moon. We're gonna look at our options, but start by getting very ski laned, back heel up, okay? Feeling good. Maybe even starting, as you lean forward, you're gonna feel this leg needs to start taking over. Creep into airplane or warrior 3. And then see if you can make a transition from the air. You're just gonna land lightly with that hand down. I actually prefer hitting my half moon from the air instead of from the ground so that I know I'm not reliant on the ground. Because I can actually, if I'm practicing, I can actually kind of get a half moon going in the air before I take it down. Woo! And let's go ahead in for landing. come to the floor. How about knees wide? How about now we have a nice surrender, knees wide. The head and the arms fully down, one way or the other. Take big breaths. Stay there for another couple breaths, and you're going to bring yourself back to equilibrium. Acknowledge the good fire that you have cultivated. It's for transformation's sake, right? It's for allowing you to do what you need to do today. This is not the end all and be all. We have lives beyond this practice. Okay. I would like to do a low squat. If a low squat is not great for your knees, you're going to do butterfly like this. Otherwise, come with heels wide, come down. All right. Wedge the elbows in. Take hands together. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, settle the hips. If you're seated, you could also do, I would encourage, maybe pressing at the knees, encourage a little bit more. Okay. Always returning to smooth breath. And then before we do some back work, I'd like to do just some play here of, it's kind of, I just call crow play. Because there's a crow pose, but, in order to get it, you got to kind of have these attitudes, strength, and of lifting. Remember, birds have hollow bones, very light, right? And a crow is very locked in with the legs. Or, and I might as well take a moment to show you. The way I do it now is by squeezing my upper arms and coming up like so. But the way I learned was to get my elbow under the shin, like so, okay? And then my hands were wider. You find the right spot. Then those arms become a shelf, okay? That's actually, FYI, a nice kind of step 2, I would say. Okay, let's come onto the belly. Everything can be taken in steps, and there is no end goal, right? The end goal is you are a better person, period. Locust. Let's do classic locust today. Why not? Tops of the feet back behind you. Draw your hands back far enough. See, my arms are kind of 90 degrees. Pull back and surge the heart forward. Draw those shoulders back. Now, inhale. Exhale, maybe one or both feet. Squeeze. I'm doing a long hold locust today. Knees are maybe up. Inhale. Exhale, maybe arms as well. Neck long. When we're on the floor, avoid doing exactly what I'm doing right now. Avoid looking to the side a lot. If you can just go by, what you're hearing, that's better. Ooh. Look to one side and just collapse, okay? And have a few very, very large breaths. Inflate, deflate. Inflate your ribs and your belly a lot. Have it feel like the whole torso is ballooning away from the mat, okay? Okay, let's come on up. And maybe take a moment in a counter here as well. Bending the back the other direction. Okay. On forward, we're gonna come onto our backs. We're gonna progress something that I did in the beginning in the warm-up. You remember, we had stabilizing arms. Now, I want to take that a notch further. You can land those arms too. So when you drop, you can do a few things. You can either extend the top leg, like so. We'll do a few rounds. Or you can just keep the legs longer in general, like this. All right? And you want to keep everything locked to the floor. The hardest is the, absolute long leg. And I'm realizing it's hard for me to do that and talk at the same time. Look away. I remember when I first started teaching, I taught cardio classes right out of the gate. Let's go ahead, come back to the middle. And during training, I was like, how do you do all this and also breathe at the same time? How do you talk this much when you're out of breath? And the answer is, you don't have a choice. You have to. Nice relaxing exhale there. Okay. And boy, do I have fun for you next. Okay. Let's just all agree to put our hands under our fleshy parts of our glutes, because we're going to do progressive leg drop. I'm going to preview this. It's going to be 1, 2, 3. Now, you can make this easier. You absolutely can by shortening the lever. So 1 maybe, and 2 maybe, and 3. Got it? Start 1. You're here already. You got the belly down, down, down. Always going to keep that really engaged, so I'm just kind of turning it on right now. Activate your core. Good. So after your next big inhale, prepare. And exhale, I want you to choose a midpoint. So it could be 30, it could be 45. Pick what's working and hold. Draw the belly back in. Okay. You really want to prevent the back from arching. If you're overarching your back, then you may need to do some of this. Okay. Whew. Another inhale. Exhale. You're going to hover the floor. So maybe you feel it and then come up a tad. And then again, bring those abs back in, belly down. Your back wants to arch. You can't let it. So again, my lighter option on this is going to be in, or maybe even put a little weight on the toes. Okay. I want you to notice what's going on in your body and your brain. It's stressful. You can't wait to be done. Notice how you feel. And then collapse. Take your hands out, palms up. Okay, now tell me how you feel. What's the lesson there? That work was temporary. And you knew it was going to be temporary. Did you allow yourself to get bent out of shape about it? Nice and relaxed. Okay, we are gonna move on. Roll into a ball, rock up. Let's do some seated twists. I'm gonna sit up on my blanket. And we will do Mari cheese today. Bend the right leg, left arm back, come inside. Inhale up, up and away. And I want to have a few breaths here. Focus on your turn, happening a little bit each vertebra. You know, the spine has sections, and each section can behave with different flexibility as well, okay? The lower ones are meant more for stability. They might turn a little less. Also, the anatomy is the reason for that, what those bones actually look like, how they lock together. Be disciplined with your eye gaze. That's a big thing in yoga. It's called drishti. That word relates to the Sanskrit word for to see. It's where you look, and it's a focused gaze. Concentration is an element of the practice of yoga. All right, let's do this today. Just go ahead and cross this over for a moment and give me a counter for a few breaths. Be tall. Okay, come back around. Let's leave that leg long and just lay this leg down and do our single leg stretch. Today, inhale up, exhale, come forward till you can't hinge no more, and then just relax. Sometimes I see people in class kind of hanging out here. Just relax. Smooth breath. This is the kind of pose where you want to watch where you're holding tension that needlessly. Good, and walk that up. Nice. Let's do the other side. Okay. Bending left, extending right. Take the right arm back and come inside. Be tall and turn. Concentrate on one place with your eye gaze. Okay, let's come back around and do a counter for a moment. Maybe you like to cross the foot. Switch arm. Give a little hug. Be simple. Melt where you can. All right, let's do the other single leg stretch. Leave it long. Face the leg. Inhale. Come forward as far as you can until the hip stops you, and then surrender. Begin the process of melting. On your last exhale, give a little squeeze. Come on up. let's just move onto the back and do something. There's a lot of things you can do for inner thigh. Let's look at them. The easiest is just hold behind the knees wide. So I've got knees wide. Okay. This is happy baby. Also, first two fingers could go to big toes or hands to feet. So those are all versions of happy baby. Or you can do with straight legs, V-shaped, one way or the other. Whatever you do, let's try to have the shoulders and head down. No struggling in the neck. Give me one more breath here. Let's bring the legs together. And this time, when you give a big hug, leave the head down. Leave the head down. Maybe a little rock side to side here. Today I'd like to do, I've been kind of a fan of this. Give yourself some lift, either a block or blanket, some amount of lift under the hips. And it's give me a restorative sort of bridge for a moment. This should not feel like big exercise. It should feel like, oh, I'm here just letting the back bend. Have arms wide, situate the shoulders, lengthen the neck, stabilize the feet. You want to get all your micro adjustments out of the way so that you can just be. Sometimes if we have a block that is, pretty hard, that can be a little tricky. It might dig in a little bit. You want to watch that. Good. Let's gently take that away, one vertebra at a time down. And do just a couple rounds of what we did in the beginning, which was inhale, L, exhale, knees in. Again. Moving very slowly. Even that's an exercise in concentration, moving the breath with the body. All right. And then maybe you like to roll onto your side. Let's stay on the side for 2-3 breaths. Kind of getting your body ready. You're sitting up again. Let's go ahead, sit up. And mindfully, I'll invite you to take Anjali Mudra, hands together. Touch thumbs to the third eye. Remind yourself that you were born with wisdom. You know it in your guts. You also have accumulated wisdom. All the things you've learned, use those things when you reason. Touch your throat and remind yourself, you have the power to speak with truth. Let's touch the heart. Remind yourself, you have the power to act with compassion. All right. Namaste, everyone. Thanks for joining me. See you again